Okay, if we could quiet down, we're going to start at GBM now, finally. So welcome. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Um, we have a really good GBM for you guys today. It should be a little short, but we have a really good guest speaker at the end. So let's just jump into it. Like always, at this part, I mean, you guys are pretty good members, so you know who we are at this point. But for those that are new, we are AIAA. AIAA stands for American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. The way I like to say it when we're tabling is, if it leaves the ground, we do it. We mainly focus in project-based, or we're project-based clubs, and we mainly do 4 projects. We do hovercrafts, quads, quadcopter design, aviation design, and rocket design. And this is our e-board this year. I know it's very subtle, but we had our last vice president resign, and we appointed a new one. So if you want to give it a round of applause for Emma Levinson. You might remember her from her position of event coordinator. She does a lot of great work. And of course, these are advisors as always, Dr. Kenzel and Dr. Agahari. Dr. Kenzel does research in computational fluids, and he's a professor here. And Agahari does research in astrodynamics, and he's also a professor here. Darrow, yeah, Darrow. Yeah, it's your side. There it is.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, just really quick on this. Um, as an AIAA member, student chapter, and also national, you get to go to stuff like this. So hopefully, um, I'll be in one of these. The the closest one is April 4 and 5. It's gonna be at the Kennedy Space Center. You can just go. You pay the registration, and then students that do research, or if you want to showcase like a project or anything like that, you could go to one of these conferences. And yeah, so KSC, hopefully I'll see you, some of you there, watching some research. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Darrow. And our media team. Our media team does a lot of great work. They're very behind the scenes. You don't get to see them very often, but whenever you check our Instagram, that is all them. And Emma, once again.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to recap our Chipotle fundraiser and Valentine's fundraiser that we had at the beginning of February. Our Chipotle fundraiser, we raised $133.55. So thank you all who came out, supported. And then upcoming, we have our next big event will be UCF Relay for Life, March 9th. If you're interested in volunteering for that, the interest form is on the announcements, and we'll get our shifts rolling and get going with that. So
That was Emma. I do want to remind you guys, for volunteering, not only is it just a good deed, it looks great on your resume. So please come out, show face. And if we can introduce our rocket design, please. Wow, I wonder who's here tonight.
We always have the good representation for rockets. All right, you know us by this point. My name's Zach. We got Lucas, and we got Dylan, and we are the rocket leads.
Rocket designers.
Yes, sir. We're closed, so unfortunately can't join us this semester anymore. If you are in the program, you should know what you should be doing. We have office hours every week in our standard rooms at our standard times. If you haven't confirmed your launch date yet, please do that. Otherwise, you're not going. And if you want to do the regular rocket design team project again, or for the first time, that will be starting up again in the fall under their direction. So but yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Yeah.
Thank you. If you want to bring up our quadcopter lead, I believe it's, yeah, Connor's coming up.
Hi, my name is Connor Tyson. I'm the quadcopters lead. In this project, you'll learn how to build, design, and fly your own quadcopter. Right now, it's currently closed. If you want to join in, it will be next fall. So yeah. We'll also probably do flight days this time so people can learn how to fly better. So it's better than last semester, but yeah.
We have our hovercraft lead come up and update us on hovercrafts. Come on, a little applause. Come on.
All right, I'm Ethan. I'm the hovercraft lead. Very much, Nathan. All right, so stunt racing is going to be our competition for this semester, and like quads, we are also closed. So if you're interested, you can try to sign up in the fall. We'll be doing jousting. And at this point, we're just going through our CAD process, and hopefully we should be getting things laser cut in the next few weeks.
Thank you. And if we can have who's speaking for AVD this time around. Ethan deserved that applause too, I'm just saying.
Thank you. All righty, you should know who I am. If you don't, shame on you. Yep, AVD. We do it. We're also closed. Go away.
You accidentally muted it. Okay, so DBF is actually, they finished making their plane, so yippee, right? I looked at it, very nice plane. I think we're gonna do really well this year. We'll keep you updated on, where we place and everything. I wish I had a video for you guys. I actually just had a conversation about it, and they showed me a video too. I didn't get a chance to grab it. But I will be posting it for us to see, and we could all be happy. AIAA is going to nationals and doing all that. Oh, right. Yes. So of course, every year, DBF is a 2-semester project. We do it in the fall and we do it in the spring. So if you guys are seniors and you're doing senior design and you want to do DBF, then of course, I don't think we have a form open yet, but reach out to one of eBoard and we could already get you on that because we do. Yeah, what's up?
Is it only during the fall, spring, or is it going to be like a summer?
Fall, spring. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just because it lines up perfectly with that. Yeah. And if we have Pegasus pilots come up.
Thank you. All right, before I start, I just want to make sure I get a little bit of survey of the crowd. By a show of hands, have you ever thought about getting your pilot's license or flying a plane? Dude, I didn't see that coming. From AIAA, no way. All right, well, look, I got about 3-ish minutes to give my spiel, so I'll try my best to condense something that's very ambitious and very broad in the time I have. Prior to our existence, there was no opportunity at UCF for someone who wanted to fly a plane. There was a vacuum for it. And I should place emphasis on the word had because we just got approved at the end of January, and it's been a very long process to getting ourselves to where we are, but I should probably tell you a little bit about us. To put it simply, we want to be your ambassador, your helping hand to, I've always thought about flying a plane, but how do I actually make it happen? How do I make this work? Pegasus pilots exist to fill that vacuum that was otherwise not filled before. So listed in this slide, I just went over a couple things that we have as terms of ideas for what we're going to do. I mean, there's the typical stuff. I mean, we're an RSO, we have social activities. Wow, we're so unique. No, you're not. But that's kind of like a given thing. But if you actually scan this QR code, I should probably get out of the way for that. How come no one's joining our Instagram? Because I'm standing in front of the QR code. If you scan that, you'll see our Instagram page, and that'll take you to our Discord, and I'll take you to our YouTube channel. Whoa, YouTube. Because here's the thing, a lot of RSOs are gonna give their pitch to you guys. We understand that. So what we've done is we've actually recorded some of the meetings that we've done so far so you can see what the meetings would actually entail. So we would have guest speakers. If you actually go to the Instagram, you'll see that we made a last-minute trip to Titusville where we got to see the last airworthy twin Mustang in the world. I got to meet a real Top Gun graduate who may be a future guest speaker, just saying. And then we also have some other broad ideas, such as partnering with flight schools who want to give out free flights at some point in the future. And, building planes are cool. Building and flying planes are even cooler. So one of our long-term ideas, although it's ambitious, is to build and fly an actual plane that we are going to be in. Scary or not, depending on who's in it and who built it. So that's pretty much really the gist of who we are and what we do. I will say that because of the format that we're in, there's not much longer to speak. So again, scan the QR code, check us out. I will be here to talk to you after the meeting to answer any questions you have. So that's about all the time I got. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you. So e-board and officer positions. Okay. So I know I can't be here forever. I know. Don't cry. Someone's gonna have to replace me. All right. So yeah, e-board and officer positions are opening up. So if you think you've done really well in a project and you've really enjoyed it and you want to teach others, join e-board, join officers. If you want to get into a point where you could help manage, make big decisions on how with the direction of the club and stuff like that, join e-board. Run for it. I do recommend don't just jump into e-board. If you could do an officer position and then go into e-board, you should do that. It kind of gets you the ropes of how AIAA really runs. I know you guys, a lot of you guys already went through most of the projects and stuff already, but it'll help a lot. Of course, I would recommend if you're gonna do officer position or e-board position, make sure you don't have like a very, very crazy schedule. If you don't have the time, then you probably should not do it. Maybe next semester. Think about it maybe or next, term. It's just it's very time consuming. It's sometimes it gets rough. And if you don't have the time, it kind of you're gonna weigh down other people and it just sucks for everybody. So if you don't have the time, just maybe don't run. But you can always run the next year. Yeah, go ahead.
I also want to say something about this. If you think that you're interested, even remotely interested in an officer or e-board position, please apply. Officers are application and interview based, and then e-board is elected. But please apply or please run. Don't think that, oh, other people are going to be running. There's no way I'm going to do it. In the past, like e-boards before us, there have been very few people running or very few people applying. And you show that you know what you're doing and you get it. It is also a very rewarding experience to be able to actually, put your ideas forward to the group, or if you're an officer, to teach other people everything that you've learned from this project. And then, of course, it does look good on a resume, but that should not be the reason you're doing it. It's a very rewarding experience to be able to teach others or to have an influence on what is one of the largest clubs here at UCF. So please, if you are interested, take that step. Don't think that it's not going to happen. It could happen, especially if you show that you know what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan. So merch, we do have. You gotta wait. I gotta call it.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Yes, we do have Relay for Life shirts still available. Again, limited quantity. These are them. They're for a really good cause. Again, you should volunteer. I want to see you guys there. We of course have our polos. New logo at UCF. I'm wearing it right now. We do have our older polos if you still want them. They're discounted. So if you just want an AIAA polo and it's not like the brand new one that says at, then you could also go and get those. Oh, thank you. And if you want to go to our new shirts, and these are the new shirts for our year. They should be coming out soon, but they're already ready for pre-order, I'm pretty sure. Yes, they're ready for pre-order. So if you're interested in them, please go look into it and buy it. We're super excited. It took us forever to get this design out because it's pretty intricate. And we're really proud of it, actually. We're going to have another color. Yeah, we're going to have a third color. I don't know why it's not there right now, but we're going to have a third color. You'll see it on the website. So if you're interested, head over to our website and buy it. Our website should be on a QR code at the end.
Okay, so I'm hoping that 99% of you are already members, so I don't really need to do the big long spiel. But we are a student organization, AIAA at UCF. There's also the national organization, AIAA. We both have our own memberships. The general idea is that AIAA at UCF spans your scholastic career, and AIAA National span your professional career. Again, if you guys are participating in a project, you will need to pay our dues. Hopefully you've already done that. But then also if you want further opportunities, such as the conferences that Daryl came up and talked about, that will be AIAA. And I would highly encourage you, especially if you are an aerospace major, which I know isn't everybody, but especially if that's your direction, to do that and participate in the things that AIAA National offers.
So when he goes to the next slide, of course. I know, but it's fine. I'm just, yeah. Yeah, so typically this is where we have our pizza break, and everyone gets up, we have pizza. But pizza's not here yet. A little awkward. So if you want to come up? Yeah, you can come up. Okay, Daryl wants to come up and tell you guys something. Yeah, that works.
Can you go back to the other one?
The nationals?
Yeah. I'll stall a little bit. so you guys get pizza.
If you also have questions for him, feel free to ask.
uh,
Never mind. Maybe that answers for you.
the second to last, the last one. Yeah, yeah, the one for the pizza. Yes, sir. Yeah, so don't get confused. To reiterate, we are the student chapter one, but you can also be part of the national one. If you're part of the national, you could go to SciTech. So the first one was this year. It's going, I believe it's the next 3 to 4 years, it's going to be here in Orlando. So you go there, a lot of networking, a lot of companies. That's the first. Second, UCF is part of the Central Florida region. We're region two, and they also do monthly meetings. So the first one was last week over at the Florida Space Institute. So the president from AIAA National Central Florida was there. A lot of engineers. Dr. Kinzel spoke at that meeting, and then they plan on doing it every single month. The next one is actually they're aiming to do it like at the atrium and then at a classroom at the engineering building. So it's like you guys cannot miss it. And yeah, just wanted to emphasize that if you take advantage of those national meetings, it's like local and you can meet other engineers and then see what they do and also listen to professors like our sponsor, which is Dr. Kinzel.
I'll get us an ETA on where the pizza is, but for like a couple minutes, just talk, socialize, talk, the people next to you, get to know them. Pizza will be out shortly.
Hi, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. Hope you can hear me fine. All right, thank you. Are my screens up? I can't. Oh yeah, I do see it. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm really pleased to be here today. Thanks for having me again. And my name is Julia Saha. I am a customer success engineer here at the MathWorks. And in my role, I get to work closely with faculty, researchers, and students at various schools and support their curriculum and research needs. Like the most of you listening in, I'm just assuming, but I also have a background in aerospace engineering. I did my master's from Georgia Tech, and I have used MATLAB for a lot of things for mission analysis, analyzing flight motions, solving ODEs, and also for my thesis, of course, which was on acoustic calibrations. We won't be getting into all those details today and not be very technical. It I just want to keep things informal and conversational, so please feel free to chime in with questions. And I will mostly be talking about what MathWorks is as a company and share some insights on how the industries are using our tools and shed light on some of the career opportunities we have for fresh grads like you. We are spread across more than 180 countries with millions of users and people using our products. MathWorks is a global company with over 6,000 staff members in 36 offices. We have offices across Europe, Asia, and North America, of course. We are headquartered at Natick in Massachusetts, where I'm currently presenting from. We have been really profitable every year since we were founded. In fact, it was founded in 1984, and this year we are celebrating the company's 40th anniversary by taking a trip to Universal Studios in Orlando. So we'll be there in about 2 weeks and enjoy some sun, hopefully. Being privately held allows us to plan for the long term and focus on what's most important to us, that's our people and our products. Our software is used in almost every aspect of daily life to design, simulate, and test many of the products we rely on every day. The car you drive, or the plane you'll be flying on your next big trip, the smartphone that we very much cannot live without anymore, or even just homely appliances like the washing machine. But our products are also helping scientists better understand our bodies and how to repair them. And I will be playing a very short video on how scientists at Georgia Tech have used MATLAB and Simulink to develop a robotic prosthetic hand. Now, as you could see here, the patient controls one of the sticks by flexing his muscles as if he were controlling a drumstick normally with his own wrist and fingers. While on the other hand, the stick uses artificial intelligence to listen and to accompany what he is playing. And after a lot of rehab and training, he has not only regained his lost abilities, but can play faster and more complex rhythms than a typical drummer. This is, in my opinion, a truly life-changing application of our products and illustrates how artificial intelligence can actually exceed human capabilities. And I'm sorry. And here are some more examples from around the world that showcase how our tools are being used for breakthrough innovations. One such example is making oxygen from the Martian atmosphere, which completely sounds alien to me, but it's very much likely that there is life there on Mars, and we'll find out in the very near future. And some noble innovations like a 10-day dash to build robots that helped fight COVID 19 were some of the projects that have used our tools and been very successful. And in case you aren't familiar, I have been talking about a lot of software and our products and using words like our tools. MATLAB and Simulink are our core products. MATLAB is the very first product that we launched, and it is a programming environment for algorithm development, data analysis, visualization, and a lot of numeric computation. Simulink, on the other hand, is a block diagram environment or a graphical environment for designing, simulating, and testing systems before you actually move on to real hardware, which is very cost efficient and economic for industry use cases as well. And we also have about 120 additional products for specialized tasks such as image and signal processing, robotics, and drone analysis, and all of that. So, a lot you can do using our tools and features. Millions of engineers and scientists are already using MATLAB and Simulink worldwide, and our software is used at over 100,000 businesses, government, and university sites around the world. Uh, and all these companies are in the top league. They are the top 10 companies in each of these industries, such as the automotive and, of course, the aerospace and aviation industries. We have customers in the internet services as well. For example, three of the top five internet companies like Amazon, Google, Meta use our products for a wide range of applications. And a quick Google search also showed me and helped me find the top employers at UCF who are MathWorks' customers. So if you wish to be employed with one of these employers, an experience with MATLAB would not hurt at all. In the next segment, I'll just be showcasing a bunch of success stories that are milestone achievements for accelerating the pace of engineering. And it comes directly from the aviation industry. We have partnered with NASA and the manufacturers, Mitsubishi and other such companies. And we can see how these have turned into major global success stories. first one in this segment is NASA's Artemis program, and first in their spaceflight series 2, the Artemis 1, that marked US's return back to lunar exploration after the conclusion of their Apollo program, which was 5 decades earlier. Uh, and MATLAB and Simulink were used for validating the mission and fault algorithms, and also to ensure Orion's uh, functioning perfectly. The Orion was basically the spacecraft which is meant to host the uh, host humans in their next flight, which sat on top of the rocket itself, the Space Launching System, which was a 30-storied tall um, system, and Orion was the spacecraft sitting on top of it. And if you're interested in learning more, we have a full feature article elaborating on the details, the technical details of it, and the people who have worked on this project who are at MathWorks. You can definitely read more on this link here. And I have shared this presentation already, but if not, I can again share it with you and you can have a copy of this as well. This mission is again on target for its second flight with Artemis 2 in, I think, 2025, with the crew on board, taking the first woman and the first person of color back to moon. The next story is about ISRO, which is the Indian Space Research Organization, who had this massive success when the Chandrayaan 3 mission made a historic soft landing near the lunar south pole. MATLAB was used by the Vikram lander team for attitude and orbit control, while the Vikram rover team used analysis and control design capabilities of MATLAB. In a very recent um, story, we have JAXA's Slim Lunar Landing. JAXA is Japan's aerospace exploration agency, who became the fifth nation to achieve this milestone. MATLAB was again used for designing of the landing radar, which they called it the pinpoint landing. And MATLAB is also great with other programming languages and showcases power interoperability capabilities. And MATLAB was implemented along with C++, uh, using the parallel computing toolbox as an additional product. Now that we are living in exciting times, we almost every day come across industries that are undergoing technological transformations. And our customers and the startups in particular are playing an important role in this transformation. The MathWorks startup program provides these companies with easy access to our tools while they are just getting started. So if you are bright minds and entrepreneurs who are looking to start something, um, this is a great place to pitch your ideas. One such example is the Aeromobile company, and it is one of the many promising young companies partnering with us who is participating in this program. Using our products, they designed this flying car as you see in this image, that is capable of driving in car mode at speeds of about more than 100 miles per hour. Its fold out wings and rear propellers allow it to take to the skies as well, transforming into an aircraft in just under 3 minutes, which I think is marvelous. Self-driving cars, flying cars are no longer uh, an alien concept, but with changing applications of our software are just on the horizon, and we are under the works of making this uh, come to life very soon. Co-op and internships work can help students getting jobs they really are looking forward to in life. And MathWorks is a great place to have these internships at. We Here are certain testimonials from past MATLAB student ambassadors who are now full-time employees at MathWorks. The student ambassador position is basically a paid position for about 5 hours of work per week. Unfortunately, there aren't any positions open, but they will soon likely open up. And if you're interested to take a look, can definitely apply if you're looking for starting your career at MathWorks really early in life. Here, the testimonial by Rohit Agrawal. He is actually my colleague who works out of the Netherlands office and is my CSE counterpart there. He started off as a MATLAB student ambassador at the KTH Royal Institute in Stockholm. And it's just great to see how passionate minds are now fully growing into their professional lives. So if you're interested in something like this, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to tell you more about such opportunities. And about the people and the campus life, MathWorks is a place where people can really build rewarding and fulfilling careers. We, of course, invest in our people, and that's what matters to us the most for the long term and cultivate an enjoyable and rational work environment. For example, we encourage all our staff members to take at least 40 plus hours of personal training per year. And this could include on site seminars, off site conferences, and continuing education programs. Last year, I was at the AIAA conference in California, and you get such opportunities to be a part of even after you have graduated from school and meet like minded people through such initiatives. Our staff members are highly talented people and extremely qualified. 98% of them have a bachelor's degree, and 66% of them boast of a master's degree, with about 16% having a PhD. And we are constantly growing and evolving as a community. We currently have a lot of job openings worldwide, and if you are interested, please go to mathworks.com and you'll see everything that's been posted worldwide. And from my own personal experience, I know a lot of people who have started at MathWorks as their first job and are now retired, but also there are others who have been around for almost over 20, 25 years. For me, it hasn't been that long. It has been only brief 2 years, but I'm loving it so far. And the work culture is amazing. We get breakfast and free lunches every day. Currently, we are functioning on a hybrid work model, but the free food doesn't hurt coming in every day either. And I want to shift my focus on this one specific group, which is the engineering development group. We have this position open at our US, UK, and India offices. EDG is where most of the fresh grads start at MathWorks. It is a program targeted to empower you and for you to explore areas of your interest and what you are passionate about by doing challenging work. The best thing about EDG is that there are a vast number of opportunities this department provides you, and you can grow uh, in professionally and also elevate your skills. Uh, and be flexible to work with practically any team at MathWorks. When because you're working with so many different people and collaborating on various projects through EDG, you gain a plethora of transferable skills, and they act as a stepping stone for a long-term and successful career at MathWorks. I personally did not start at EDG, but my peers who did are currently having the time of their lives. You get to meet a lot of new people who also have just recently graduated. So it's very fresh and a new crowd you get to work with, and while working on interesting projects which keep rotating every few weeks or few months, so you get a lot of experience, and once you know what suits you the most, you can pick your teams and join those teams in the next few years. If you are coming from an aerospace background, you have a lot of options. We have teams dedicated for automation, driven control, the language of technical computing, signal processing, and other groups. Or you can also be a part of the product marketing team who work on the aerospace block set, which is a Simulink product, or the aerospace toolbox, which is a MATLAB product, and gain experience and develop cool new features, build on these products, and uh, have fun with them basically. Now, I don't have anything much, but wrapping up, I would like to end with another video where you can see my colleague develop an auto tuner for his guitar, which I really think is quite cool. He used MATLAB and Simulink for this. As you can see, it is a MathWorks office he's working out of. And so technically, yes, we are a bunch of nerds but who also know how to have fun. If you wish to learn more about MathWorks, our products, and our people on our website, please visit mathworks.com or visit us on any of the social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, currently X, or LinkedIn, and also Instagram. Hope you learn something new and all of this excites you. If I will now open the floor for any questions, but if not, thank you so much for listening in and having me.
You wanna go first?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, just to talk into this. When she talks, mute it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jacob, and I have a quick question for you regarding college content for MathWorks. So I'm currently taking a class here that's centered around MATLAB, but it feels like I'm not learning as much as I should about that program. Do you have any student resources on your website that I could look into?
Yes, definitely. Okay, let me start sharing my screen. I'm not sure which window I'm sharing. But there are a lot of student resources. There is a whole page dedicated for just students, the competitions, or even learning material. We have something called MATLAB Academy, which hosts self-paced tutorials which you can take in your own pace and learn about various concepts. I can share a few of those links with the director and hope they can uh, share it with you. Just give me a moment and I'll try showing a few of these resources live while I present. Oh, sorry. So this is the MATLAB Academy homepage, and here you can find courses on a bunch of topics. If you're interested in AI, machine learning, or deep learning concepts, here are all the resources that you have. Or if you're just looking for MATLAB related content, MATLAB on-ramp is a very good starting point. Or just work as a quick refresher of the concepts you already know. And MATLAB fundamentals is a deeper dive into programming with MATLAB. These are all self-paced and modular. They run on the hosted version of MATLAB, which is MATLAB Online, and you don't really need to have MATLAB installed or downloaded on your personal computers. Once you are done with these courses, there is a shareable certificate which you can also showcase on LinkedIn platforms or with your faculty if they assign you um, as an homework assignment. So these are great. I completely recommend taking these if you're a beginner or even an advanced user of MATLAB. Uh, but other than that, in our homepage, um, just mathworks.com. There is a whole page where you can find and learn MATLAB from uh, the very beginning. This is the student programs page. So anything related to student activities are all featured on this uh, page. And you can find this from our home uh, website, mathworks.com. But there should also be a UCF MATLAB page. This is your university's MATLAB portal page. If you are lost and don't know where to get started, if you land on this page, you should be able to find your way into all of our resources. Oh, I'm so sorry. Have I been talking all this while? Okay, okay. So this is your university's uh, personal MATLAB portal. So if you want to download or install MATLAB, you can go here. Otherwise, the other thing that I was showcasing, get now where it is. This is the student programs page. If you need any information about the current student competitions or hackathons or mini drone competitions, if that is something um, you want to participate in, we host this every year and are accepting entries uh, quite actively. So if this is something you want to take a look at, please do. You'll find a lot of information. And before that, I was talking about MATLAB Academy that hosts all the self-paced online courses. So if you're new to MATLAB, you can take the MATLAB on-ramp or the MATLAB fundamentals, and this can be a great starting point for somebody who is beginning to work with MATLAB. Sure.
Quick question. In what ways would you say that MATLAB sometimes is better than using Python? This would be connecting the code and in terms of talking about CFD simulations and also control simulations.
Sure. Here at MathWorks, we never really say that MATLAB is better and Python is not. We always encourage to work with MATLAB and Python. We have solutions for that and a lot of information available on how you can accelerate and optimize your workflows using MATLAB or while working parallelly with Python too. And for simulations, there are many things available. Our MATLAB is known for their data visualization capabilities, and we have dedicated documentation for everything, which is one of the strongest suits. And for Python, even though if it is open source, we think that it's only free on day one when you start working with it. But once you have a MATLAB license, everything is included. All the support that you need, the documentation are available at your fingertips, and you don't really have to figure your way out uh, through a bunch of open source resources. But that is how we stand out and our users find it more easier to work on MATLAB.
That seems to be all the questions we had for you tonight.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming out and giving us your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. If you ever have questions, I will share my email. I'm not sure if I already had it on my slide, but please feel free to get in touch with us with more questions.
After the meeting, we'll distribute the slides, so they'll have all your information as well. So.
Okay, great.